Well, good afternoon, everybody. I feel like I've been run over by a truck, and then the truck backed up and ran over me again. It is March 9th, 2026, one day after the celebration of life for my friend Adam the Woo, something I've been involved in for the past basically 3 months, ever since he passed away, something that started then and has been worked on ever since, day and night. In addition to whatever else in my own life has been going on, it hasn't been all consuming, but it certainly has been a big part of my day-to-day for quite a while now. And now here we are. The live stream is up, available for replay forever and ever, as long as YouTube lasts. You know, Adam was the linchpin. A lot of us really didn't know each other except through Adam. So without Adam himself around to get in contact with everyone, we had to kind of do the best that we could. But everyone who reached out to be a part of this event was able to be included, and that is a really good feeling. A lot of Adam's friends from around the country and many who are in different parts of the world were able to participate either virtually or be there in person, and it was just a great event, a great celebration, and I feel good that it's done. We pulled it off somehow. In fact, I was talking to his mom yesterday on the stage right after it was over, and I said, how do we feel now? Are we happy? And she said they were so happy, and now that it's done and we feel like we've given people a chance to celebrate Adam's life with us, she says she feels like she can go home and begin to heal now. And I feel much the same way. However, having said all that, it just begs one question I woke up with today, which is, well, now what? As hard as it's all been, and as much as sometimes it felt like being flayed alive or having your skin peeled off very, very slowly, or herding cats, or whatever metaphor you want to use, at least it gave me something, and a lot of other people, something to focus on, something to work on every single day. Now, when I woke up this morning, it was like, oh, what's next? And I don't mean in like the grieving process or the healing process or whatever. That, I guess, I just find out as it happens. I'm talking physically, literally. What do I do next? It's been so mentally all-consuming that I have a bunch of loose, vague plans that I had last year about what was going to be going on at this time, and now I got to figure out what's in the budget, what's possible, what's the priority, what do I want to do, what do I have to do, what do I owe people that I've had to kind of push off to the side for a while we worked on this thing, all that stuff. It's going to take a little while to figure out. One of those things is how to go back to this, how to go back to Random Land. The show must go on. How does the show go on? When does the show go on? I guess there's nothing to it but to do it, as my friend Adam said, often and often and often. Quit talking about it and do it. So in that spirit, I'm on my way into Disneyland to kind of celebrate Adam in my own way, do a little contemplating, and do a little transitioning between working on this event and thinking about him and his friends and family and the event all the time, to that whole question, what is next? But before I go into Disneyland, there's still quite a few friends of Adam's who are in town lingering before they take off back to their various homes. And so I'm down here to stop at the Disneyland Hotel first to meet up with just some of them, the rock stars of what happened outside the event today, the guys from BC Delorean, who brought all the movie cars out yesterday for everyone to see and enjoy. They finished a giant Teen Wolf truck in Adam's memory. Adam would always be like, when are you gonna finish the Teen Wolf truck? They finished it for this event. They raced against time. They brought it all the way down from Vancouver. I got to see it for just one brief moment before the whole celebration started, and they invited me to go to Pasadena to some of the filming locations with them as they drove it around this morning, but I woke up about 5 hours late. So at least I'm meeting them now. Better late than never. And look at this, just as I approach, the Mickey Sorcerer's hat. There he is, Brandon. Dude, I love that shirt right there.
Thank you.
BC Delorean Brandon, BC Delorean Kevin, and then remind me of your name?
My name's Lee.
Lee.
Driven by Stones TV.
BC Delorean Lee. I love that it's just quiet there. Brandon's just filling me in on everything that I missed this morning with the Teen Wolf truck. Did anybody catch some waves?
Robbie.
Robbie was catching waves.
Robbie rode it.
You guys had some Atom magic. Yes. You got some access to things. I missed the whole, but German in Venice was there. 80s Life Kurt was there. There'll be videos. Not my videos.
Micah, yeah, Micah was there.
Micah was there. I love Micah. And you guys just left the very fancy, what's it called? The High Key Lounge now?
High Key Lounge.
Used to be the e-ticket lounge. Yeah. But at least I got here in time for you to take me back up there and I could get a peek at it. I've never been up there. Used to be a fancy restaurant when I was a kid.
The view's amazing.
Then the e-ticket lounge. Is it a DVC lounge or is it just like club level lounge? Club level?
Yeah.
All right, I want to go check it out. Someplace I haven't been down here. All right, we entered the lobby of the Adventure Tower. About to head up the elevator. I've never seen this place before. I think this was the Sierra Tower when it was owned by the Rather Corporation. I always forget. Sierra? Something like that. There was a fancy, fancy restaurant up here where people would watch the fireworks. Became the e-ticket lounge. Now the High Key Lounge. Is it down here on the bottom or is this a secret elevator? Secret. Oh, Kevin was trying to tell me about a little secret right here. That the original hotel tower ended right here. But he doesn't know. I've been inside that closet before. I've seen the end of the original building is kind of
all that shrapnel on the floor was probably from you chipping the tile.
No, I would never do such a thing. Come on, man. All right, this is it. Here's the elevator. I'm excited about this, fellas. I'm excited to see you guys. Oh, all the way up to the 11th floor. She's feeling a lot better. She was having a whole thing yesterday. Most people don't know. She was like, we thought she was going to be in the emergency room the whole day. Yeah, she managed to make it. So we're alive. Hi, everyone. Ooh, smells good up here. Oh, wait a minute. What in thunder and tarnation? I've been in there. The big Thunder Suite. I filmed a whole video. I've been on this floor before. I didn't know there was a secret lounge. Get out of town. Oh, there's the Mickey Mouse penthouse. I've never been in that one. I have been in the Adventureland one. I have been in the Big Thunder one. I don't remember if I ever got to do the Pirates one, which I believe could be right there. That might be one of the doors to the pirate one. I can't remember. No, that was the side door to the Adventureland one. That was a fun day. There we go. Into the High Key Club. So I had access to this lounge that whole time, dude, when I was staying in those suites.
Yeah.
But I got there at night and did not avail myself of the opportunity. Oh, dude. The view. Wow, dude. When I was born and brought home from the hospital, I lived right behind the Disneyland Hotel, like 100 yards behind my back right now. I've been coming here my whole life and I have never seen this view. That is awesome. Look at all those little details. High key indeed, like all these little records right here. This is incredible. Look at the size of this lounge. Brandon just pointed something out that you normally never get this bird's eye view of the distance all the way from Pixar Pier over there. You know, maybe all the way back to Small World or Galaxy's Edge. When you stand up here and look across at the distance you're walking back and forth on a regular park hopping day, you realize that is freaking far. No wonder I get so sore. Just sitting here with the fellas. We're gonna go in the park and hand out some Circle of Goodness buttons that Kevin made. But he was just mentioning, what is it? What does it say? Are you celebrating? You celebrating Adam?
I guess somebody gave it to you.
Kevin was pointing out, oh, there goes the monorail down there. That Fresh Baked David would love this view of the new Earl of Sandwich building under construction. Construction update! The construction is not over. That is the update. You like that Fresh Baked? And I just realized there's a family over there, so I don't want to go interrupt them, but I can see the building I was born in from here, Kevin. It's within view.
Look at how far you've come.
The matter. Yeah, I've come all the way over here. I think that's what, like maybe like 7 blocks? I've come 7 blocks in my life. All right, we have left the lounge. We have descended from the heights, which is just borrowed glory for me. These BC Delorean guys are always getting me into everything. And head over to Disneyland, pass out some Circle of Goodness buttons, and then I've got to figure out what to do with the rest of my life, Kevin.
Get me into trouble.
Yeah, get me into some trouble. That's what I like. Man, I feel so low now. I feel so low down and ornery. Look at all this. I love this whole new section, which is, by the way, built over the original part of Disneyland Hotel. The old 2-story parts were all down here. And now it's this really cool, like mid-century modern looking area of downtown Disney. I freaking love that. I wish they'd bring the Rainforest Cafe back though. All right, the Lego store's been here for a long time now. That dragon's been there forever. The prince has been there forever. What's up with this though? They have constructed a new castle with flames and thorns over here. Sleeping Beauty, the Lego diorama, just got a massive upgrade. This looks like the coolest playground piece ever. I want that in my backyard around my pool. Only problem is I don't have a backyard or a pool. Not one that I own. I don't have a pool at all. Someday, Jennifer. Someday. Actually, I don't think I want a pool. If I had a pool, I'd have to take care of it. You have a pool?
No, we used to.
Yeah, but then you had to take care of it, right?
Yeah, and my youngest sister Emma was the only one that used it.
So there you go. So you're like, nuts to you, Emma. We don't need this pool. So weird. I feel like I'm in the old days, back when everything used to pinch for security right here, because the walkway is completely blocked off now. Sorry for the wind noise, by the way. I didn't have time to build this vlog, to scale, or to paint it. But yeah, all the crowd from downtown Disney has to enter in this choke point because they're demolishing the old Earl of Sandwich. And look at this. The wall has expanded out quite a bit as they've removed half the ticket booths out here. You can once again see the big spiral on the ground. Kind of cool to see life going on and things evolving and changing down here at Disneytown. Oh, there goes the monorail. All right, so I really didn't know what we would be up to today, but the BC Delorean guys made these Circle of Goodness buttons to hand out at Adams Memorial yesterday, and it turns out they made about 3,000 of them. So what we're doing is we have a whole backpack full of them, and we're going in, and everyone that stops us and talks to us about Adam, we've been spreading the Circle of Goodness, and I am going to have a basket of these. Not yet, so don't rush down there yet until you hear the word, but I'm going to have a basket of these. I'm going to leave them down in the orange circle, maybe at the antique mall, for everybody who wants to come get a free Circle of Goodness button courtesy of BC Delorean. So I'll probably post about that on Instagram. Keep an eye out. All right, we're going in. We're going to hand out some pins. All right, Floral Mickey has become Floral Minnie for Women's History Month here in March. Looking pretty good. We've stepped inside the park on our mission to spread goodness with these Circle of Goodness buttons. I'm gonna stick with these BC Delorean fellas for a while, and we'll see what happens. Weird because yesterday was Sunday when we had the memorial. It's only one day later, but it must be Wednesday, because there's quite a strong breeze blowing down here at Disneyland. Of course, right when I said that, it stopped. It got a lot more gentle. So now I look like a fool, but I'm used to that. Right, Jimberly? Jimberly knows what a fool I am. And Jimberly pities the fool that doesn't spread the Circle of Goodness brand. And
always spread the Circle of Goodness.
Pities the fool. There she blows down there, Sleeping Beauty Castle. Look at all these scrims up here on Main Street as they do a little work. These were blowing down in the recent windstorm we had here a couple days ago. I guess a tree fell down on one of the Sweethearts nights. And crazy windy. We've been getting some I should say, blustery days. I did not realize that Lee, who works with the BC Delorean guys, he's actually coming to Disneyland for his very first time. I didn't realize we were dealing with a noob. I love that. Yeah, we got to get him his first visit button. Beautiful. Surreal, because we're all super tired from yesterday, and it was quite an operation. I did not sleep the night before, because poor Allie was having a Crohn's flare-up. So this all feeling, you know that feeling when you've barely slept and you've undergone a lot? It's like everything's a little more surreal. You're seeing things with kind of different eyes. So the wonder, just the beauty of this place and the color and the motion is just overstimulating today in a good way. We've only just begun to Disneytown. What do you think so far? We just walked 15 feet into the park.
So good.
Look at that.
Pretty awesome.
That's pretty much all there is though, so we'll be going now.
Yeah.
Sorry, Lee. Brandon had to get a fuel rod here before we even start doing anything. I just love looking at the old rocket jet ride vehicle in this little store here. And of course, best of all, the people mover, the old school people mover counter here. The cash registers are all sitting behind old people movers cut up to become counters. Now, I've heard different stories. I've heard, yeah, they cut up old people movers, and I've also heard, no, they took molds of the old people movers to create this. Either way, an amazing tribute, considering that the old people mover track just sits out here abandoned, unused, unloved, not by the fans, I'm saying by the company. The old people mover station just sits there as an icon to the former glory of 1960s Tomorrowland and my childhood, Brandon. Did you ever get to ride the People Mover?
No.
You're a little younger than me.
No People Mover, no.
Oh, no.
No rocket rods, no People Mover.
No sky buckets?
No sky buckets.
Oh, no. Brandon, you're one of those young guys. You're not even that young, so what does that say about me? I'm old! There's the submarine. So glad that they're still cruising around. It's a whole ordeal that Imagineering and Tony Baxter and his team had to go through to get those up and running again. Pixar swooped in. Finding Nemo saved the day, man. That little orange fish had quite an impact on keeping a really awesome traditional Walt era ride on track, literally and figuratively. Yeah, it dawned on us that since it's Lee's first time, rather than cruising around Tomorrowland, we should come out here and get his picture taken in front of the castle. So they're gonna go and try and get his first ever castle pick, but I actually know a better spot. A spot where you can get the perfect Disneyland photo. Because you see the Matterhorn there? Well, if you just turn your gaze to the right, look at this. There's a photo spot. The perfect picture. Fun pick. Nailed it. I know this is not our normal adventure. This is sort of much ado about nothing, but I just figured, you know, better get up and start living any way I can. So let's get these fun pics. Where's Lee? Oh, he's getting the picture taken. All right, we're waiting. We're waiting in line here. Time to crush it, Kevin. Time to get the fun pic going. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you look excited. See, he's the only one of us that looks excited. You got more sleep than we did or something.
No, I was up late. I was watching the live because I was outside with the cars all day.
Oh, that's right.
So I was trying to watch the live, so I watched that till about 1 and then fell asleep.
You were there and not there, so... Wow, it's just the magic of Disney then. It's keeping Lee's spirits bright.
Yeah, like kidding us.
All right, I got Lee's phone. Let's do this. Let's see if I can double fist cameras here. Let me see. Wait, it looks pretty good. Hold on. There we go. I'm double fisting. What a fun one. All right, my photography skills blew everyone away, and now we can move on. We weren't going to go on any rides, but if it's Lee's first time, oh, some rides shall be done. All right, it may not be traditional, but Lee's first ride, Kevin. Indiana Jones, the best ride that there is. The greatest ride of all time. Everything else is going to be a letdown after this. Here's one movie car BC Delorean does not own.
No, not yet.
That Mitsubishi truck, dude. That's the screen use one.
Not till they pull it out of here and sell it.
You know, the story of that is that Lucasfilm didn't have this truck anymore. They went over to England and found it in a scrapyard. Or in a storage yard. It's still the screen use truck, still with the stunt bars and everything else on it. But after production, they just left it over there overseas. And Imagineering are the ones that went over there and rediscovered it. Like archaeologists, they said it belongs in a museum.
I've never heard that story.
It's true though, the true story. Oh, look at that. That is a glorious sight. Power of the Cobra. There's just something sexy about snakes. Dude, that sign outside said 55 minutes. It took like 25 minutes. Nice. All right, we're putting Lee in the driver's seat. First time. Let's do it.
You seek the future. I will lift the curtain of time. It is your death.
The future. Just don't look at the idol, Lee. Don't look at it. Lee, don't look at it. What have you done? Lee! Oh!
We got a problem here.
Oh.
Up to the left.
Han Solo! That was so weird. Where's the music? This part really belongs to me. Lasers! I love lasers!
Snakes. You guys are
It's everybody's fun! I think we may be dealing with the supernatural. I'm not sure. Oh no! Poison darts! Oh no, the ball is broken! No!
No. Next time. You're mindful.
We did it!
You're done.
We lived! We're alive! What a fun attempted to ride Pirates of the Caribbean, but it broke down while we were in line. We waited a long, long time, but they evac'd the whole place. So now Kevin and the gang are over here getting some food. But pretty soon Allie's gonna meet up with me here, and then I'm off to visit the Wu family before they head home to Florida. So at least we got out, man. We had a little day out today. Doesn't really answer my question of what next, but at least we're up, we're moving, we're doing it. We're getting busy living, Adam. We're getting busy living. It's been a long, hard road. Definitely difficult. Definitely still going through little waves and phases of, you know, regrets, anger, sadness, all the different stages of grief still. So that process will take a while. But at least I feel like I can catch my breath a little bit now. By the way, Allie's here. Look at Allie, looking cute. There's the wife. Take a big deep breath and figure out what's next. Anyway, now that Allie has joined me, BC Delorean guys have been holding on to stuff, Kevin and Brandon, that people trying to hand me yesterday. Plus, they've got all those extra pins. I thought I'd come down here and grab those from the hotel parking lot before you guys take back off to Canada.
Yes.
And then I got to figure out what to do with the rest of my life. But there it is. The Wolfmobile that I saw for 3 seconds yesterday, Kevin.
Yeah.
How long have you guys had that truck?
So we found the truck in 2023. It was a fan who actually pointed it out to us and said,
Okay.
hey, I think the Wolfmobile truck is in our area. So we picked it up. It's been sitting at our farm, and when Adam came to visit us last year, right at the beginning of his video, we take him over to it, and he's so excited that we have the Teen Wolf truck. He goes up to it.
But it was just like white or
It's
something,
just
right?
white and
Okay,
red.
okay.
Yeah, it was a former Chilliwack search and rescue truck.
Oh, okay, but it's the right model and everything.
It's the right type of truck. Upon further inspection, going through my Blu-ray, it's a 1200 and ours is a 1500, so ours is a little bit bigger.
That's an engine size difference, right? It doesn't make that much
so
difference.
Adam went up, he did, these waves are mine. And then he would periodically message us.
And be like, when are you going to finish that?
Any work on it? And be like, no, dude, it's not, it's a back burner project. We'll get to it. And then after he died, we decided, like, this year, let's do the Teen Wolf.
Right.
Let's do it as a tribute to Adam. And then the celebration came up, and it was 5 weeks away. And we said, let's do it in 5 weeks, and let's unveil it at the celebration.
And by the way, I did, like, get a ton of messages from other people with DeLoreans and stuff, so a lot of people had the same idea.
Yeah.
But I turned them all down, at least until I talked to Kevin over here, and I was like, if there's gonna be a DeLorean at this thing, it should be the one that Adam drove. You don't have to, but you guys drove all the way down from freaking Vancouver, Canada. Not only did you bring the finished Teen Wolf truck, the freaking DeLorean, this is not the screen-used Mirthmobile, but you guys happen to have a second one. I'm guessing you had this one before the one...
Adam was in that Mirthmobile because I took him in Nerd Locations for coffee at Tim Hortons. And
Really?
we went for lunch, and we drove that Mirthmobile.
So a screen-used Adam the Woo Mirthmobile. And then, of course, the DeLorean freaking time machine. And then where's Urkel's car?
It's tucked in the front. You can see it from this side. If you come to this side, you can see it peeking out at the front. Look at the top. And if you want to climb the spirit ladder.
Where?
See the the red?
Oh, it's way up there.
The tiny...
Ah, it's in the hayloft. Okay, this was the other coolest thing ever. Other than is that plutonium? Did you rip that off?
I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, there it is, dude. Last time I was in this trailer, looking at that, was with Adam the Woo, 40th anniversary weekend, Back to the Future. I'm gonna climb up there though, because it's so freaking cool that you guys brought the DeLorean down, you brought the Mirthmobile, and you brought freaking Urkel's
Another screen.
Izetta. Is that something you also had to finish for this?
Yeah, we painted the front and the top of it white because ours was only red. But Adam was, again, so excited that we had the Urkel mobile.
You got any cheese? Yeah.
Him and Rand
Yeah.
squeeze
1, 2,
themselves
3,
in there.
3, 2, 1.
They both fit in there?
Yes.
I need to watch that video. It's been hard for me to watch the videos since. All right, I'm climbing up. Hey, yeah, I remember this. I remember being so scared this ladder can't hold my tonnage. Oh, dude, I need a wider lens. But there it is. Look at that. The little Urkel-mobile. That is the freaking coolest thing ever. And look inside. Big the Foot. Hanging out. The real, by the way, original Big the Foot is with JWW on the move. It's still in Adam's car. And check it out, there's the freaking Mirthmobile! It's like, this is so awesome, right? Same feeling I had yesterday at the memorial. It's like so awesome to see everybody and everybody coming together and so much love and people, even some people who normally don't like each other, all the things. Like I said, we invited everybody. We had a policy. If somebody shows up, they're getting in. If they were Adam's friends and another Adam's friend didn't like him, tough, you know? And everyone was cool and everybody was awesome. And and it was just this great kumbaya fest. And then you remember why you're there and you're like it's bittersweet. But I think Adam would want us to take the sweet and not so much the bitter. Except I'll tell you, we talked about death quite a bit all the time, Adam and I. And we were always talking about how, like, you know, Jim Henson, he didn't want anyone to cry, so he wanted a party and all that. And Adam was always like, heck with that. I want everyone crying. I want everyone going to my grave and crying. He's like, I want people to remember that I'm dead.
Yeah.
And then they can have a party. So that's pretty much how we did it.
Yeah, we cried and then we laughed and then we cried again.
And then we cried again. We'll cry again some more, but there it is. That's the one. That's the one Adam drove. To me,
That's the A car.
that's the real A car. Forever, dude.
The Adam car.
And you're the one that insisted we drive your guys' car, Kevin. Brandon didn't object, which was as much as he could do, because his job is to protect the car. We just had a whole conversation about how he has to protect it from people trying to sit on it, open the door, and we had the rare privilege of Adam and I taking turns driving that thing together.
We knew how special it was.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
that was
me
our
too.
last adventure together,
Yeah.
and it was like, and you kept saying that night, you're like, dude, in life there's no do-overs. I'm very glad I listened to you.
Yeah.
Because that's like the most special memory forever. I still have that photo just like pinned on my Instagram. I can't like bring myself to unpin it, you know, like, you gotta move on, you gotta heal. It's like, not yet.
Yeah.
Not quite ready. Nice to see the old gal again. All right, I had an emotional moment in there. I had to thank Kevin and Brandon for that, just that last memory that we've got together there. And then here it is, dude, the big
Yeah, I forgot you didn't really see it.
reveal. Yeah, everyone got to see it but me. I got to run out and see it for like 5 minutes or something in the morning, and
Too
then
bad you didn't come today and ripping around that corner.
I know I missed it this morning.
Surfed the roof.
So who was on top, Robbie?
Robbie surfed the roof driving down
the roof on Bushnell.
on
Oh, that's-
Bushnell.
Parked it and I got up there. Back to the Future IG got up there.
Eric?
80s life, Kurt. He was so scared. He climbed up, chickened
Gave
out,
yeah.
and then German and Venice went up there.
Of course he
And
did.
then that made him go.
And then
yeah.
Kurt's like, okay, I gotta do it.
Okay.
He barely
Brian-
even would stand up. He was so nervous.
Brian was up there.
So Mike filmed the video then, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I've got to watch that. I
yeah.
love everything from German and Venice's perspective is hilarious. So this was like weeks and weeks and weeks of what'd you have to do? You had to get the grill right. You had to get all that kind of stuff right. But then you had to
Yes.
paint this thing.
So it was just a white and red van, and it was like rusty, but it was complete.
Yeah.
So the grill, we had to take out a bunch of pieces, bend some over, add dents in it. This big dent we added. This dent we added. We did a custom international logo, missing the O,
Right.
just like it is. We had to change the mirrors.
Oh, there's Big the Foot up there.
All the cars have big front.
So Lee had a lot to do with that, right?
Oh, yes.
He's working over there in Stone Speed Shop. So by the way, if you're in the BC area, you want any kind of automotive work, you call these guys first.
Exactly.
You can follow them on our journeys.
Yeah.
Driven by Stones.
Driven by Stones.
And you'll see some of the hot rod projects that I have.
Yeah, did you guys
We do hot rod
document this
cars.
process? Did you guys?
It's gonna be a full video.
Oh, so you're doing a whole thing.
There will
Awesome.
be a video that
Okay,
comes
so I'll
out, yeah.
repost that when that comes out, but
Yeah, you'll see like we had
And
to
then
remove tons of
the
lights.
cowhide. One of the things I've never noticed before, and you can only really see it in one shot, you can see a cowhide billowing behind Styles as they're driving down Bushnell.
only
So,
you would
we needed to-
notice that
yeah.
stuff, man. You have such an eye for detail. And look at that
We don't
funky
have the seat
seat.
cover.
Yeah, the seat covers are missing, and there's a big
We
seat.
have it. They're just
Yeah,
not in.
we had them displayed on.
So how many weeks was this taking your stock thing and then doing this?
5 weeks.
5 weeks? Did it need engine work and all that stuff too, or?
Yeah, Lee and
This
his
is
team.
a
This is
a
what it looked
man-made
like
thing.
January 16th.
Oh my gosh! So it was just really We're doing this Adam style, showing the phone on the camera.
Yeah, see, it had the full perfect grill that we had to
Extra
wreck.
lights.
And so
extra
you had to
microphones.
like,
A
Yeah.
little hood thing.
It had a hood mount. It had the wrong badging. It had extra lights everywhere that we've gotten rid of.
oh wow, so
It was
you
rusty.
really
Yeah.
Whole back end.
had to transform this. But has anyone else ever done this? Because I
I
don't
don't
know.
think So in the Michael J. Fox documentary, they had a Wolfmobile for their one.
If you know anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the Michael J. Fox documentary, still on Apple TV, they had one Teen Wolf scene, and they had a van in there, but it was gray, and the Wolfmobile logo wasn't as accurate,
It wasn't even an international.
and it wasn't the
So
right
it was
van.
just slapped together for that
Yes,
thing.
for the shot.
Which
And it
you,
was
by the
the
way,
shot.
are in that.
I am in the
You're the
doc-
guy handing the camera to the prop guy.
I am the prop.
Or you
guy.
are the prop guy. You're handing it
to
to
the
the
actor
fake Michael J.
playing
Fox.
fake, yes.
Yeah, it's a little complicated, but I watched it just because of you, and it was really good. All right, I'm going to climb up
I think
there.
we're the only ones to do a Wolfmobile to this level of detail.
And does anyone know where the original
You
is?
gotta come to the back.
Okay, coming to the back. No one knows where the original Wolfmobile is, huh? Probably selling ice cream out of it somewhere.
Oh yeah, so you know about this. But
Yeah, so in the
Yes.
movie you can see that there is a bumper sticker, but even on the Blu-ray, you cannot read what the bumper sticker says. You can only make out the colors and the shapes.
Right.
So this is where
That's
the
a good Foo
tribute-
Fighters album, by the way. Sorry.
This is where the tribute for Adam is. So that's the bumper sticker.
Dude, that is freaking rad, dude. If I didn't just cry my eyes out next to your DeLorean, I'd be crying about now.
And then what team?
That is awesome. Oh, and then you got the Twin Pines Mall sign in there. I was like, what the heck is in the back? And this is the one from the Josh Gates
Yes, this is the
Expedition Back to the Future. And that was also out in front. I wish I had a clip of it, but or a picture of it out there in front of the celebration. But I mean, the fans got to see it, and the friends got to see it.
Yeah,
You
this
might
side-
be able
this
to
is
see
the
the.
side here.
I didn't get to enjoy a lot of the side quests at the thing, but you know what? I had a great time, and everybody, all the speakers were really cool. They did a great job. Tom Wilson was backstage, like talking to everybody, and Tim Tracker came all the way out. It was really a special day. But the one thing I was sad about is we didn't get to spend any time together. So I'm glad we got to hang out today, even though I'm like so tired. I feel like I'm gonna fall down. I'm just glad I got to see her. He just likes to hold it. Look at that. You guys did an amazing job. Freaking BC DeLorean and other movie cars. If you're looking for him on Instagram, it's BC DeLorean and other movie cars.
Hand over the
Let's just
camera
get
and
that
hop in
clear.
there.
All right, now I'm going in. These waves are mine. Oh, dude. So awesome. Yeah, when you see those other videos, I was invited this morning, but I woke up hecka late. This is so cool, man. The Teen Wolf. You want to say truck because it's like a big international truck, panel truck kind of thing. But then it's kind of like a big van. Is it a van? Is it a truck? I don't know. I have to admit, though, when I think of Teen Wolf, which, by the way, I never watched that entire movie ever until the first night I ever hung out with Adam the Woo in real life. That night, he was like, "You've never seen Teen Wolf all the way through?" We watched Teen Wolf all night, especially that part at the end in the gym when nobody knew what that was before the Blu-ray. You know what I'm talking about? And there it is. There's the Twin Pines Mall sign. So if I ever need to move, to switch houses, I could borrow this, right?
Yeah, of course.
All right,
It's
awesome.
already got tie downs built in.
You always need a friend with a van.
Yeah.
By the way, is this a van or a truck?
I've always called it a van.
Step van.
It's step van. Okay, so yeah, that's what I thought, because some people are like, oh, it's a panel truck
Yeah.
or it's a step van. Okay, I knew there was some kind of van. Look at you guys, look like an album cover right now.
These are all backlit.
Yeah, look at that. Yeah. Adam was obsessed for years with Teen Wolf. He loved my
Give me a keg of beer.
I would stretch it out, make him laugh. And he always said he was going to take his van, then later Large Marge. But even after he was done with those vehicles, he always said, one day I'm going to learn to do a handstand, and we're going around that corner in Fair Oaks and whatever. But then these guys, I asked them if anyone was on top of the van and around that corner, and they were saying the police station is right there.
Right behind that.
And you guys are not U.S. citizens, so
We saw several police motorcycles.
Yeah.
We saw a whole bunch of police Teslas.
I would have done it.
Pasadena police.
You scaredy cats. No, I'm just kidding. I would never. Dude, I appreciate you guys so much. Just doing this. All your help and hard work, Lee, Brandon, Kevin. You guys obviously didn't have to come down. I mean, you literally didn't have to do all this and bring all this and haul all this down more than 1,000 miles just for Adam's friends and family and fans, and I really appreciate it. I'm sure everybody else does too. And I appreciate you sticking around and letting me get a look. I never got a taste.
Of course.
I love it.
It was the team at the shop building it. We facilitated it and did it, but the guys at the shop that worked on it really...
Shout out to all those wacky
getting 5
Canadians.
people in one body shop to work together on something like that.
Is that hard?
It's hard, you know, and they worked as a team and got it done. Otherwise, it would never happen. Yeah.
They don't let me in body shops anymore after the incident. All right, I don't love abrupt and jarring transitions, but hung out with our BC Delorean friends there for a bit. Dropped Allie back off here at the parking structure where we began today's very strange vlog. So she could take her car home. Just talked to the Williams. They're mostly getting ready for bed. So I'll have to catch up with them in Florida, but we said our goodbyes over the phone. And that's all she wrote. It's over now. Now, like I said, I just got to figure out the now what part of life. Until I do, for now, I think I've done my duty. It's time to go home and finally sleep well for the next several days. And then, my friends, we return to adventure. Till then, stay safe, happy, healthy. Call your friends, call your loved ones while they're still with you. Make it weird. Thanks for loving my friend Adam. Thanks for your time and attention. If you made it through this video, you're a real one. Definitely been an interesting journey. I know it's not quite over. I appreciate you coming along for the ride. See you next time.